I've loved video games my entire life, but it wasn't until the last several years or so that I really gained an admiration for RPGs. Games like Dragon Quest and classic Final Fantasy. The slow, steady progression leading to an ultimate goal motivated me to continue, and I found myself going, just one more dungeon, just one more boss, on a daily basis, until it was detrimental to my health. This came from a place of desperation, I think. I have no ultimate goals in life, at least not ones that I think I can achieve, but in a video game, the goal and the means by which you can achieve it are given to you. I am one of the few people lucky enough to have a job relevant to their degree right out of college, but that doesn't really mean it's a good job. For the past year and a half, I've been doing video production for small marketing companies, but I quickly learned that this line of work that I thought I enjoyed was actually soul-sucking. At first, I just thought it was a company I was working at, and if I made the leap to another company doing practically the same thing, things might be better. But I still feel the same. I find no fulfillment in creating the same social media videos over and over again. And to be real, I don't like working on projects that aren't my own. I came to this conclusion when I realized I was putting in minimal effort for clients or my boss's projects. It was still good work, and they still appreciated it, but deep down I knew that I could do so much more, I could do so much better. I just didn't want to put that energy into these projects. When I worked on my own personal projects, I had so much fun doing it. I wanted to work on them. Even on the days when I was exhausted and didn't really feel like editing, I wanted to push through and finish something. I felt like I was actually accomplishing something. So that got me thinking, maybe video marketing just isn't for me. I've been considering a career change into something more quote-unquote normal, with a 401k, health insurance, and feeling that I'm making a difference in the world. But then I get stuck with analysis paralysis. I consider all the things I could do, all the things I should do. Be a professor, like the white side of my family, or a nurse, like the Asian side of my family. That sounds stereotypical, but I'm not joking, that's how it is. But neither of those ever appealed to me. So like always, I did my own thing. But my parents' advice was always present in the back of my mind. Part of me says that a job is just to fund one's hobbies and lifestyle, but the other part says, you're working 8 hours a day. You should enjoy what you're doing at least a tiny bit. I feel like I can't do both. Everything I want to do, writing novels, creating comics, creating YouTube videos, starting a podcast, feels impossible while having a low-paying full-time job that takes all of my emotional and mental energy. But those are all just excuses. In reality, I just don't believe that I am able to accomplish anything meaningful. I wonder if that comes from the people I'm around. No one in my family really has dreams to achieve. At least not in the same way. Nothing like I want to create something. No one has really pursued a creative career. Again, they were either in the academic or medical fields. They knew they had a family to provide for, and that motivated them. But my wife and I have been dealing with infertility for years now, so I keep asking myself, what am I working towards? What is the point? I find myself jealous of protagonists in video games, like Dragon Quest or older Final Fantasy games. They know their role. They are the hero, chosen by one on high to save the world. I wish I could be a hero. Having to save people from monsters, I would excel in that. I may not have the physical ability, but I would fight and grind to get there. And having that purpose, knowing that I'm making a difference in someone else's life, it feels like something I could actually do. Since I haven't been achieving anything in my real life, I do it in video games. I will admit, these games are very well designed. They're addictive, but not in the same way gambling or gacha games are. They're addictive in the sense that I'm achieving something. I am persevering and succeeding over and over again. There's progression, with numbers going up. Us humans with our monkey brains, we love seeing numbers go up. But while playing Dragon Quest, I told myself with each story beat that I would turn the game off after the next boss, after the next level up, after the next dungeon was cleared. But instead, the clock struck 2 in the morning, my eyes were fried from blue light, and I would lose out on much needed sleep. This happened night after night, but I couldn't stop. At work, even though I was finishing projects, I didn't feel like I was accomplishing anything. But in games, I was productive, efficient, and enjoyed the struggle. I think it's because there was a goal. Defeat the Dark Lord, or the Dragon Lord, or whatever lord I happened to come across that day. Each small victory motivated me further on the path to success. But in real life, I realized I have no ultimate goal. I would like to have the goal to publish a book and make that into a career, but I've hesitated in even starting because of the years of people telling me not to pursue it, or any of the other dreams I had growing up. Every waking moment is already spent lost in my own worlds and scenarios. This one world has been formulating in my head for almost a decade now, but I hesitate to do any real work on it other than endless notes or unfinished drafts, because I know I won't make any money from it, but there is something deep within me, fighting vehemently against it, rebelling, defiantly saying, no, I will not live my life this way, in misery and regret of hours wasted helping others achieve their dreams while starving my own. But still it persists. The voice saying, you can't do it. You don't have what it takes. This is a foolhardy dream that will only leave you miserable and destitute. It feels like there are only two options. Follow your dreams, or give up on them completely. No matter what, you'll be miserable. And of course, there is the argument that, well, if you're going to be miserable either way, might as well be miserable and have money, right? But I don't subscribe to that. I feel like there is a life out there for me where I can provide, while also not feeling like if I didn't wake up the next morning, everything would be okay. It's hard to rewire one's brain, so instead of facing my real-world troubles, I turn to digital ones. Instead of defeating others' expectations, I defeat pixelated bosses. In these games, I have saved entire kingdoms. I'm a hero, and I love it. Not because of the praise or admiration, but because of what it represents. It shows that I have overcome great trials, and I've become stronger from them. It's proof that everything I thought about myself could be true. So this is my goal for 2026. That energy I've been spending playing games, achieving artificial, digital goals, I want to spend it creating. Much like the hero who has to defeat the Dark Lord, I have to make something. Even when it's hard, even if I don't know if I will succeed, I have no choice. Because if I allow myself to have the choice, I'm going to doubt myself and waste my time. So this book I'm writing now is my final boss, my goal to achieve. Each chapter is a mini-boss defeated, each word experience gained. I have to rewire my brain to turn from artificial progress to real-life progress. Because when you finish a video game, a save file is the only proof that you were ever there. But when you actually make something in real life, that is what stands when we are long gone.